Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. It's great to be here with everyone, everywhere. There's so much I want to say, and whatever finds its way out will be perfect. These last 3 weeks have been incredible. There's so many layers of things happening, but primarily a shift in the pattern of life, a shift in the pattern of communication, a shift in the awareness of awareness itself. What I've experienced is awareness of awareness and awareness that I am awareness. And in that process, there's been a freedom as well as a holy good shit feeling. Because as I go to work and come back to my home, I don't recognize my home. I do, but I don't. It's because I'm just awareness. And as I speak to people at work and I see my hand move in front of me, I sense that my hand is not connected to me. I'm watching myself watch my hand, and it's interesting to say the least. Those moments are usually fleeting, thankfully, as you try to carry on a conversation while you watch yourself see a part of your body that you wonder how you're seeing it from where you're seeing it. So all these shifts have happened. And like I said, it's been maybe 3 weeks, and it's connected to having something come in and affect the personal health. And every interaction is filled with layers of why it's happening. And this is no different. There's a recognition of something trying to stop the flow or block the flow. But there's also now a recognition of something using that to create a new pattern. It's been years and years and years since I felt any physical discomfort in my life, and it never had a chance to stop me. But what it did was force a deletion of patterns, of ways of operating and allow new, different communication, new and different awarenesses to make themselves available. And in the meantime, you're no longer the same person. And then the holy good shit comes and taps you on the shoulder. And you're filled with excitement, newness, and wondering where you go from here. What's next? It's almost like you can't go back. You can't repeat. So even these broadcasts, for me, will change because everything has changed. And the feeling that I'm feeling is the awareness of becoming myself, the awareness of all that I am, of all that you are, and a bursting out with a life that's been waiting to burst out. Something that can't quite be fully explained, but it's connecting to something we've always known about ourselves, something that's unique to you, unique to me, but also similar to everyone. And to feel that, it's like you go past every part of anything that can hem you in, above, below, left, right. You're beyond all of it because you're beginning to see yourself as the source, as the one, as life itself. And man, it is a celebration inside of you when those things begin to happen. And I know these things are not just happening for me. Whether over these last 3 weeks you were impacted in your physical body or in another way, or it's been 2 weeks or a month or 1 week, something has exploded. Something has changed. And nothing is the same, and nothing will ever go back to being the same. And each one of us will make sure that happens. Whatever that means, however that will be displayed, expressed, I have no detail. I have an awareness for myself. And it is an unlimited awareness. I saw within this new communication as things were coming forward to me how we must live as though everything is perfect, because it really is. But in the midst of a diagnosis, and you say, no, I'm fine, then you must live that reality. A part of the spiritual world is the sense of something's coming, and when it gets here, I'll be okay. And the truth is, you have to be okay before it gets here, or it won't get here. And if you're okay before it gets here, you don't need it to get here. It's like a man or a woman saying, if their partner shows up, they'll be okay. And a person shows up and they're miserable because they needed to be okay before the person showed up. So every moment you have to live as if it's perfect. Diagnosis clearly comes from a doctor, but it also comes from an auto mechanic. It comes from even the thought of, I'm lacking money. It's a self-proclaimed diagnosis. You could say it has some analyzation in it, but the diagnosis is, I'm lacking money, so I'm not doing well. And this true statement of I'm lacking money is just an opportunity for you to go past it, deliver a miracle by living a different reality than the one that says, I'm lacking. This is where everyone must go. You must live as though there are no problems and your life is perfect. It doesn't mean you won't observe something happening to you. But beyond that observation, you will say, oh, I got this. I'm going to shift this. It's an opportunity for a miracle. And the worst thing we can do is deliver the energy of the diagnosis and its power, because it spreads like a virus, and someone has to stop it. Otherwise, it causes challenges for everyone. So each of us are responsible for saying, yeah, my knee hurts, but it's going to be better. And tomorrow when it hurts, I'm living as though it's better. And the next day, I'm living as though it's better. And then when it's better, you won't even notice. But if you say, I'm living as though it's better, and then the next day you say, something's still wrong, my knee's still hurting, you didn't launch the miracle. You only said some words, and you didn't recognize how unbelievably powerful you are, which goes both ways. So each one of us are now living the life that's beyond anything that could be considered a problem. That's the new world. That's within you, that's within me, and that exists in my field that expands, and your field that expands out into infinity. So that you transmit that everywhere you go with a smile, that says, life is perfect. This problem won't exist. So as I express these things, these words, this feeling, this transition, this change, I am over the moon. And I'm over the moon for each one of us because something has come to change everything. And it makes me feel unlimited. It makes me feel possibilities that are endless. And there was no idea that this was coming. It appeared for me and for you. Creation story. There are 7 billion stories in the naked city, and they're all true. This one is mine. As I woke up the other morning, a channel was opened and I received a communication that pierced through the cobwebs that had been accumulating around me for the purpose of allowing an old pattern of communication to stop so that a new one could start. A brand new awareness could then be transmitted and delivered to me, like the sun popping out after endless days of rain. This is a different writing from me today. It is a story of a picture of how I see this life, this world, and the all of the all. I present myself as new to my Creator once again and high five him with a great smile and a laugh as I walk with him into a different awareness of the all. My Creator and I look at each other with that mischievous look and share a wry smile at the ancientness of it all. We smile the smile of knowing as he reveals to me the simplicity of the all that we see every day in this place of no time and no space. This is the story of me, and this is the story of you. There is a feeling of immeasurable vastness to this story, and in the beginning, there was a smile, and in the middle, there is a smile, and in the end, before the new beginning, there will be a smile once again. This life and this existence that we are one with has needed no purpose, for its creator need not have to give an explanation for any of its existence. Yet, for the purpose of the story, a purpose was given, and the story began to take shape like all stories do. I found my part within the story, as all great stories allow you to do. And I begin my quest as the villain and the hero of this story of creation. And the wry, knowing smile of my Creator is now looking right into my face so that I can feel his presence all through this, my story. Just imagine the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the good, the bad, and the ugly of an ancient story that has included everything you could imagine as real and true, because everything that you could imagine is real and true. And yet, it is also only a story. Without the downs, there could be no ups, no villain, no hero, no hate, no love, no hate, no pain, no joy, no complaining, no solutions. These characteristics drive the story, and they drive the actors within the stories to become the heroes of the part of the story that they've chosen to see themselves. To save the planet, to save the animals, and to save humanity. This is amazing because it is all happening and it is all real, while at the same time being the greatest story. Stop and think of your life for a moment. You are always requiring some stimulus, some catalyst to move you into something that appears to be better. If you arrive at some destination, even for a moment, the story seems to end, and you are without movement or stimuli to continue the story. So you find a problem, you find a goal, you find a desire, and your story is resurrected and recreated. Very subtly and gently, we are born again, and we start to create the next chapter of our story. Nothing is as it seems as we play our part within our own creation story. Go back to that moment when you are standing with your Creator and sharing that wry smile with him. There you are. There's the real you, untouchable, vibrating at a level that is beyond the all of everything. Now look back at your creation and see that you created it simply because you could. And whichever aspect of you that you have created to experience your creation is only ever a moment away from being with its creator. So here we are, vast, eternal, never ending, and never really beginning. A star, a vapor, a mist, a scent, or an essence, billions of years old, writing the next chapter of our story. Finding new ways of expression, new things to experience, operating far beyond any threats, any fears, or any lack. For it has always just been our own story, our own creation. You are the blade of grass, the cloud in the sky, the tree, the bird, the mountain, the star, the ant, the flower. Everything that amazes you is you. Everything that catches your attention is you. It is your creation, your picture of you. You are always seeing yourself because there's only you. It is your story. And the words that you exclaim when you see something that excites you are a paragraph and a chapter in the endless story of you. This is the secret to all life. You are a storyteller with a wry smile, creating realities and experiences like a child playing with blocks. Never threatened, never taking yourself or your creation too seriously. For when you tire of it or it no longer works for you, you just change the story and start a new one. So laugh and smile and cry and get mad. But remember that this is just one of a million stories that you have created and one of a million more that are coming. And when you think you have a problem, just look up and see that wry smile, and you'll be reminded that it's only a story. Then just smile back and start a different one. Never fear and never worry, for we will always forever exist to write another creation story for ourselves to live. This is called Gently We Row. When my soul crashed into my body, falling into consciousness, that's when my mind began this illusion of taking it step by step. I looked into mother's eyes. I said, tell me what I should believe. She drew me a room with a light and said, just turn it off when you leave. Slow, slow, this river is slow, and we're all out here on our own. Row, row, gently we row. One day we'll find our way home. Step after step, they drew me a town. They drew me a fear and a need. They drew me a God, and they drew me some money, hiding the truth far from me. I asked the cool firelight, tell me what I should believe. It gave me a song, and it gave me a dance, and said, sleep now, your pain will relieve. Slow, slow, This river is slow, and we're all out here on our own. Row, row, gently we row. One day we'll find our way home. I've stumbled and crawled, I've begged to know why, and I've been ashamed when I've chosen to lie. In all of this darkness, I have searched for a light to come and find me. And when I found me, I wrapped my arms round my own daughter. And as her mind creates her illusions, I wrapped my arms round my own daughter as she fell into her place and time. And as her mind creates her illusions, I won't complicate hers with mine. She looked into her father's eyes. She said, "Tell me what I should believe." And I drew her a door, and I drew her key, and I said, "When you're ready, you'll come and find me. And we'll walk out of here, and tomorrow will be a new day. Slow, slow, this river is slow, and you are never out here on your own. Row, row, gently we row, and together we'll find our way home. Slow, slow, this river is slow. Life is not what it seems. Row, row, gently we row. The truth is, it's only a dream. You are so incredible. Everything is just a creation, your creation. It can never hurt you. Nothing ever can. Write a new story and change it all. But if you don't, remember it's a story. You're God. Thank you for joining me. I'm off somewhere. And I hope you join me in the free place of no pattern and no structure, and the awareness of who you are. May your story have written in it for you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you for joining me. I am David.